Estamos em Nova York, estamos tão tristes, estamos perdendo o carnaval, gravando Reação Gringa. E por isso, hoje, os gringos vão reagir a várias tradições carnavalescas
muito
brasileiras. Thiago, quais carnavais você escolheu?
Eu preparei pra eles frevo, maracatu, marchinha, axé music e samba enredo.
Vamos lá!
Vamos lá! So forget anything you were told about Carnival.
Okay.
You're about to be introduced to the diverse traditions from around Brazil, where we spell Carnaval with 3 A's.
Like a cow. Carnaval.
Carnaval was created eons ago to celebrate the end of the winter and the beginning of planting season. In 11th century, Catholic Church included the festival in its calendar so people could indulge in meat, alcohol, and sex before Lent, when Christians were expected to abstain from those things.
Okay. We know, Jason, that as a good Christian, you abstain from meat, sex, and alcohol during Lent.
I do. I'm assuming Lent is like an overnight thing.
Frevo Carnival, actually. Frevo. It's a very popular genre that UNESCO considers intangible world heritage.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, it has an accelerated beat, and the dancers traditionally hold a small umbrella while dancing.
I'm already surprised to see a dragon.
Dragon? I'm like, oh wow, so many people.
Oh, that's so cool. There's a dragon. It almost looks like a Chinese celebration with the dragon.
I see they're like big paper mache dolls. One of them looks like Charlie Chaplin or Hitler. One is good, one is bad.
In the US, we call this the Macy's Parade.
The umbrellas are here. This is really nice.
It's like cheerleaders, but with little umbrellas instead of pom-poms.
Brazilian cheerleaders with umbrellas, okay. It looks like the opening of a Las Vegas lounge act show, but in a church.
Clearly, these women drank huge pina coladas and made them want to dance.
Do you think they will be able to dance that well with so many pina coladas?
Only with that many pina coladas.
I don't think cheerleaders would be able to dance that well.
As a former cheerleader, I do.
Well, the first part looked more fun than the second. So you're seeing a lot of paper mache, dolls, human beings, everyone's having fun.
The dolls are really big.
It looked really fun and playful. I really loved the dolls. Those were great. Like the big, if it's fair to call them dolls, but the big people up above everyone else, kind of like a god or an extension of oneself.
It seemed tame based on the amount of nudity that I feel like I've seen in carnival video or picture or whatever. I don't know how to phrase that without sounding creepy.
Maracatu. Another very popular rhythm and dance from Pernambuco, and now very popular in other parts of Brazil. Maracatu is rife with religious motifs and dancing, and is played in different beats with some unique African percussive instruments such as alfaia, xequerê, ganzá.
Yes, they look like fun warriors.
Oh, that's so cool. All of the big head pieces and sticks with straw hanging off of it. It's so colorful. They almost look like birds.
I don't see any religious problems here right now. Maybe their religion is fun and color.
Everything's like very big, like wide, versus like the top, like the other one, which is like going vertical.
Everybody's having fun. Beautiful dresses. They look handmade, homemade.
That was fun. It was definitely fun and upbeat, full of color. Everybody just twirling around, really just in the moment. I could see it being a very ritual sort of street celebration. It looks fun.
It looked like a hyperbolic tribute to Rick James. He had that hairdo that all of those people's costumes had. He had that exact hair.
So it looked like the first video, they wear the umbrellas up here. The second video, they have the umbrellas, they turn them into dresses because the dresses look like umbrellas.
All of the costumes like are more outwards and like going like they're bigger, and then like there was a part where like the dancers are dancing.
Marchinha.
Machine.
Marchinha carnivals are characterized by very creative behavior of informal musicians who gather in groups called blocos and are joined by costumed members of the public.
This was like more like a regular festival. Like music could be happening here.
Assuming those women are on the stilts, right?
Oh, fun! There are a bunch of ladies in white over the crowd, just moving around, kind of like lifting them up. Makes me think of the Virgin Mary in a way, except they're a lot more seductive.
I see the stilts. Either it's stilts or these women are very tall. Either way, I like it.
It's going through. Ooh! Oh, okay, Mario Bros.
Mario.
Super Mario. I love it.
I love the little stars. It's very Mario themed. It's almost like Comic-Con.
It also helps that everybody's dressed like a Mario brother.
There's so many mustaches, I can't tell if a guy's wearing a mustache or a girl.
If anybody doesn't get that right away, they didn't have a fun childhood.
This one, I feel like this carnival, I'd be very interested in attending. So you have everyone dancing, having fun, having a good time.
The last one was definitely more like miscellaneous people, like there were like pink wigs and like flowers versus the other ones where people were a little bit more uniform. So you can tell, like, that's why I said like festival vibes, because it was like people are dressed in their funky clothes and like that's how they're going out.
It feels a lot more like relaxed and laid back, casual compared to the other two that we've seen, but fun also, and everybody just kind of coming together to have a good time.
I like the sort of just playing video game background music is such a weird thing to do, but fun. Like everybody was yeah.
In the game Super Mario, the mushroom means like an extra life. So I feel like maybe for Carnival, that day when you're, how long is Carnival?
Officially it's 4 days, but it's many more days.
Okay, so for you have 4 extra lives. Almost like half of a cat's life. So with the Super Mario, with the mushroom, you have 4 days or however many days to live your life and have fun and celebrate. And to wear overalls and a hat and a mustache.
Very profound.
I would have been more impressed if someone had jumped onto one of those mushrooms and it had become money.
Now we're back in the northeast of Brazil, in Bahia State, where typically musicians are carried on big trucks called trio elétrico. Axé is a music genre originally from Salvador, Bahia. It was also born from a mix of different kinds of black music.
She must be important. She's very high up. Is that a basketball?
It looks like a rave. There's a girl in like short shorts and a mic.
There's a lot of people here. Like, it's packed.
It's very crowded. I think I would have a panic attack if I was there. I don't like being in tight spaces. I'm afraid of getting trampled.
Is that like a concert that's going on? Is that what that is?
It's like a Brazilian Britney Spears.
It's nice because everybody looks like they're in a color theme. Ooh, this one's at the beach. It's another lady with a microphone singing over a very crowded group.
The crowds were huge, and they were remarkably in sync with their music. I feel like if we had 3 floats together, I would be off.
It seems like a rave.
It does seem like a rave.
Yeah, like how often do people die there?
We're impressed by those big trucks.
Are they in the background like bringing people? I couldn't tell.
The bands
Or
are
the
on them. Yeah, there was the stage.
Now I get it. That's incredible. I literally thought there were buildings up. Oh my god.
But the cool thing is everyone is on the same page about it, and that's important. You have a lot of people in that space together. It's very easy to disagree, and maybe someone likes the rhythm, somebody doesn't.
I really like that one.
I think I know who's going to Salvador next year.
Me.
Samba is big all over the country, but especially in Rio and São Paulo, we have a big parade. Do you know that big parade that Brazil is known for?
No.
It's probably what I think of when I think of Carnaval.
That big parade that Brazil is known for takes place in Rio in a venue called Sambódromo. The first clip shows a samba school. We should point out, this school is not even considered the best of them, so we have an idea of the level of professionalism. The second clip shows another samba school very popular in Brazil, called Beija-Flor.
Ooh, that looks muy rico. That's Spanish.
That outfit looks 100% like what I pictured. That outlet and all the half-naked people behind him.
This looks like the grandest out of all the videos I've seen.
This is incredible. This float with the 2 lions.
Okay, this is definitely what I think of if I were to think of a Brazilian carnival or carnaval.
How do people just not pass out?
I'm surprised that these musicians are able to play given how like packed together they are. Oh wow! There are a bunch of ladies in white and they're dancing together with huge headpieces, really beautiful costumes, absolutely gorgeous costumes.
You can definitely tell which schools have the most money.
Even though if the tickets are expensive, it seems worth it. They have like nice seating for people, so you don't have to stand around, you don't have to get uncomfortable.
That was much more of what I think about with Carnival. Just colors and huge decorative floats, and then people wearing loincloths.
That's incredible. The float was huge. Like, I've never seen a float that big. Even in, I'm sorry, I'm literally speechless.
This is really, really cool. This is something I would love to experience in my lifetime.
If you were to choose what kind of carnival to go, which one would you choose?
Based on my childhood connection, probably the Mario one.
Probably this one and then the second one, right?
What about Bahia, the backed one?
Oh, she's gotta choose one, and she already chose two.
You gotta get that.
Third one. So I like creativity, especially in America right now. Comic-Con, cosplay. Cosplay is very popular, where you can dress up as any character you want and go out. It doesn't matter. So that for me would be fun.
I would want to go to the one with the big puppets.
What are you doing the weekend after next?
I'm in New York.
My weekend would be spent with friends.
It's getting my hair done.
Well, let me just tell you that all that will be happening on that weekend, so while you're here, think about it.
Think about it. So be disappointed. Whatever you're doing, it's nothing.
I'm jealous because that seems like a hell of a time Brazilians are gonna have soon.
I wish I was Brazilian.
You can still go there.
Like 2 weekends from now. Change it, go. I won't get carded, right? I won't have to get a visa. Just hop on the plane. We're good.